Well, hello there, everyone. Yeah, another video here. Oh boy, I don't even know how to start this one off. Well, I'm gonna apologize. I apologize to people. I apologize to my audience. I've been trying to make positive videos, positive stuff recently, and I do plan on keeping that going. But by God, something just happened with this one. I'm sorry. I have to make this video. I have to talk about this awful show. I'm gonna try and make it fun and funny, but oh my God. This show was awful. Awful. Oh, wow. Alright, so, for some context behind this. Alright. I'm a dumbass who decides to stay up to date in media. As somebody who wants to get into media production and whatnot, it's important to be up to date on what's going on, what's coming out, what's new, what's the newest stuff in media news. So, because I'm up to date on that kind of stuff, the internet made a big hoopla out of a certain show coming out from HBO Max. And my dumbass was like, alright, I'm gonna check it out. And by God, that may have been one of the worst decisions I have ever made in my life. What I have seen with this show, oh my God. Don't watch it. For the love of God, don't watch it. Watch anything else. Anything. If you watch Paint Dry, that will be so much better than watching this show. Please don't watch this show. But by God, yep. The internet made a big hoopla out of this HBO Max show. So the show I'm talking about, yeah, you can probably tell from the title or the thumbnail or whatever I'm doing with it. It's the Velma show. So, HBO Max decided, hey, we're gonna make a Scooby-Doo show for adults, but there's no Scooby-Doo, and there's no Shaggy, and about every character and their mom is gay, and a lot of characters are black now, and Daphne's Asian, and there's just a ton of changes, and of course the internet exploded. Now I want to make it clear here. I'm fine with the changes. I don't care that the characters are black, I don't care that Daphne's Asian, I don't care that every character and their mom is gay, and I'm not even joking when I say every character and their mom is gay. You think I'm joking about that? No, I'm not joking. Velma's gay, Daphne's gay, Fred is gay, every character is gay, and if you think that joke about, oh, and their mom is gay, no, Daphne has 2 moms, they're gay. I'm not kidding. Everyone is gay. Alright. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with all the representation. I'm fine with all of that. I don't care. What I care about is the quality of the show. And by God, the show is awful. Awful. Oh, buddy. Alright. Let's get into it. So, number 1. It's a Scooby-Doo show without Scooby-Doo. Why is Scooby-Doo not in Scooby-Doo? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, no Scooby-Doo. Shaggy isn't really there either. Shaggy is nowhere to be seen. There's basically a new character, Norville, that takes his place, but it's not Shaggy in any way. And In fact, it's quite the opposite of Shaggy, where, you know, he's more brave, more straightforward with stuff, and not on drugs, not a stoner. They make a point to point out he is not a stoner. In fact, he hates drugs. Very, very, very funny and quirky this show is. Oh my god. Alright. So, this show is terrible. Terrible. There's only 2 episodes. There's probably more by the time this video has come out. I only watched 2 episodes, and I am not watching anything else. I refuse to watch anything else. If you asked me to watch this show or get run over by a car, I would say, make it 2 cars! I'm not watching this show. I cannot watch this. It is awful. Awful. It is the worst show I've ever seen. It is abysmal. Alright. Let's talk about the opening in the first episode. The beginning of the first episode is the worst opening of any show I have ever seen. And it's a good sum up of what this show is. It is so bad. Okay. Here's how the show opens. Here's how the show opens. So it starts off. Daphne is naked in a female locker room. Yep. Girls' locker room. Daphne is naked. So she looks around in the locker room and sees some cockroaches, because the locker room is disgusting. And of course, what do you think the cockroaches do? They start humping each other. They start fucking, because there are so many jokes like this. Exactly. It's like, starts off, it's funny because there's gross cockroaches in the locker room. Could we just end the joke there? Could we just end the joke there? Of course we can't end the joke. No, let's have the cockroaches fuck right in front of her. Let's have the cockroaches fuck, because that's funny. Oh my god. So yeah, she's disgusted by the disgusting cockroaches. She walks away and she walks to the showers. Take a wild guess what's happening in the showers. Yep, there you go. 5 other naked women right there in the shower. This is the opening to the show. We got like 6 naked chicks. Opening of the show. Yay! And, oh my god, and of course, you... It's not over. We're not done. Daphne breaks the 4th wall and shows the meta humor of the show. She's like, oh wow, isn't it crazy how like so many scenes just show naked women to get the audience hooked or whatever. It's so pathetic and lame and cheap. Shows should do better than just show off naked women, right? Yeah. And then one of the women in the shower goes against that and says, actually, I kind of like how shows do that. Sex sells. You gotta hook the audience in somehow, you know? Yeah. So then Daphne and this girl argue for a bit, and then they wrestle naked in the showers. I'm not even making this shit up! Can you believe? Can you believe? I'm not joking right now. This is literally what happened. So yeah, 2 naked women wrestling in the shower. And then Velma makes her appearance. She comes up and whacks Daphne because she hates Daphne because Daphne's attractive and Velma's not attractive. She's like the attractive popular girl and Velma's jealous of that shit. And so they argue a little bit. And then Velma goes to open up her locker, and there's some woman in there. Velma's like, oh, ha, you're pulling a prank on me by hiding in my locker, and then, surprise, surprise, body falls over. It's a dead body, and their head is chopped off. There's a part of their head missing, and their brain is missing. Somebody cut off their head and removed their brain. So Velma yells out, "Oh my god, she's missing a brain." And then Daphne's like, "Hey Velma, that's not very nice." And then Velma's like, "No, seriously, she's missing a brain." And then they're like, "Oh my god, you're right, ah," and then show the title card. That was the worst opening to any show I've ever seen. So, the jokes are terrible. The meta humor of, oh wow, it's so funny that we're doing this thing, but they just do it. They just do it. It doesn't make any sense. Do people not understand what satire and parody is anymore? You have to make fun of these tropes. You can't just do the tropes and point them out. It makes no fucking sense. I hate this. I hate this. So, all I gotta say to this, it's very telling what the show is. The opening, I hate it. But I'll give you this, it's a good sum up of the show. If you watch the first 3 minutes of this, if you watch that opening, if you just watch that first opening bit, and you say, wow, that was god awful, you're gonna hate the whole show. But if you, for some reason, watch it and liked it, well, you're probably gonna enjoy the rest of the show, because it's very much like that. Just shoving random naked people in your face for no reason, making the worst jokes possible, doing stupid meta humor that doesn't even make any sense. It makes fun of itself, but it just is stupid. It points out how stupid it is, but then continues to be even more stupid than it even thinks it is. Oh, it's awful. Awful. Hate it? It's terrible. But yeah, if you like that for some reason, you're probably gonna like the rest of the show. So, let me just say this. The writer, the creator, whoever's behind this show, never make anything ever again. Please. Never write anything but porn ever again. Whoever made this, you just wanted to make Scooby-Doo porn. I know you just wanted to make Scooby-Doo porn. And you could have just done that. You could have just made Scooby-Doo porn and left everything else alone. You could have just not made a whole show. You could have just made Scooby-Doo porn and gone home and everybody could have been happy. But no, you had to make a whole fucking show. And now I'm here to talk about it. Fuck you. So yes, never write anything but porn ever again. And the reason I'm saying that is not because you're good at writing porn. No, you suck at writing anything. I'm just saying that because the writing for porn doesn't matter. It's fucking porn. Nobody cares what the writing is. Nobody cares what the characters are saying about this. It's just porn. Who cares? God, I hate this show. And I hate you, person who made it. You know what? You can be cheap with your jokes. You can be cheap with your stuff. You know what? I'm gonna be cheap with my stuff. This is a show about... It's a show about murder mysteries, right? Okay, if the creator of this show ends up dead, it was me. It was me. I confess, it was me. I killed that person. By God. Oh. Ugh. It's terrible, 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 terrible. So yes, it's so stupid. It's awful. Just, I hate it. I hate it so much. The characters in the show are terrible. Every single one of them is terrible. terrible. Let's run down the cast. So yeah, the Scooby-Doo crew you're familiar with, they are terrible in this show. And by the way, like I said, they shove naked people in front of you all the time. This is supposed to be a show for adults, and yet it is so immature, so stupid, so terrible. It's just the worst thing ever. This show was made for nobody. This show was made for nobody but the one creator who made it. The one idiot creator, and like I said, if that person turns up dead, it was me. It was me. Fuck you. Alright. So, the characters, terrible. Velma in this show is just a bitch. She's just so annoying. She's just so annoying. So her thing is she just hates everyone. She just hates everyone and is just a cynical asshole who just talks down everyone and just wants to put people in their place. Yeah, or, you know, oh, shut up, your small penis say much? Huh? You know, oh, well, your dad went for the milk, fuck you, you're a loser, yeah. She's just serving up all these people, telling them how it is, for real, yo. And it's so obnoxious because she's just such a hateful bitch. Why am I supposed to like her? Why am I supposed to like her? She is rude to everyone. Everyone. Even the characters she's arguably more nice to, she is still a bitch to. Everyone. Even her own friends, she is still very rude to them. On plenty of occasions. It's so obnoxious. And I'm supposed to root for her because, her mom went missing, and that's her whole goal in the show is to find out what happened to her mother. Okay. I hate this character and don't care that her mother went missing. I'm supposed to want her to find her mother. I don't want her to find her mother. I want her mother to be gone. I hope her mother is out there alive somewhere and living a great life, a wonderful life, far, far, far away from her, because she is just the worst human being possible. Her mother is so much better off with her nowhere in her life. So much better. Oh, it's horrible. Let's talk about the other characters. So, there's Daphne. Daphne, like I said, she has two mothers. And her two mothers are cops. And she's adopted. None of this is really that important to her character. The only thing that's important is that she's adopted, so she wants to find her biological mother. Okay. And that's kind of where Daphne and Velma kind of connect in a certain level in the second episode, because, oh, hey, we're both looking for our mothers. Great. Daphne is also really fucking annoying. She is also terrible, because she's just annoying. Just annoying. I'll give you this, she's not as annoying as Velma, but she is super annoying too. And once again, it's like, oh, I'm supposed to care because she's looking for her mother, but I'm like, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't want her to find her mother. I don't care. I don't care. Because I hate this character. She's obnoxious. She's rude. She is hateful and just super annoying. It's revealed in the second episode. By the way, I'm gonna spoil the first 2 episodes. I don't care. They're the first 2 episodes, and I don't care about anything in this show. I told you guys not to watch it, so like it doesn't even matter. Don't watch. But yeah, it's revealed in the second episode, her backstory with finding her mother and whatnot. It's also revealed in that episode that she's a drug dealer. That's how she's trying to find her mother, by drug dealing and like getting money from that, which will somehow help her track down her mother somehow if she has money. I don't know. I don't fucking know how it works. It just is what it is. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, there she is. Character you want to root for. She's selling drugs. Why? To find her mother. Okay. Why should I care? Why should I care? It's awful. It's awful. Okay. So then there's Fred. So Fred in this is just like a popular boy loser. So that doesn't make any sense, does it? Okay, so he's like the popular rich kid, and thus he's an asshole because of it. But also, it turns out he's actually very like insecure, and he's such a man-child who needs people to do everything for him. They make this super funny joke in the second episode where he asks his mommy to cut up his food for him because it's so funny. Oh. So that's it. There is nothing to his character. There is nothing. He's just a fucking joke. Who cares? Then there's the guy who replaced Shaggy, Norville. So he doesn't like drugs. He thinks drugs are bad. Okay? He has a crush on Velma. And that's it. Yeah, like that's all you get from him. Like, there's nothing else to it. And, yeah, in the second episode, oh wow, it's really funny. He goes to such crazy lengths to just impress Velma. Like, he was about to sell off his own kidney for her, and it's stupid. So, yeah, super funny, yeah, So he just wants to get with her, and he doesn't even, like, care about her or anything else. He just wants to, like, get with her, and that's it. It's so awful. It is so awful. So, I took some notes. These are some of the best lines, the best parts of the show. Okay. Real quotes here. $500? That's like $1 million. Drugs are like crack to these people. We compare everybody to Hitler these days. Alright. And so those were some quotes, some fun quotes, real quotes from this show. Now, these other bits I wrote here, they're not quotes, but they're bits that happen in the show that are some of the worst jokes ever and so cheap and so overdone. So, there's this one bit, oh, so funny. Velma, literally, Velma is talking to some cops, and she says, "Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday." And then instead of going into a flashback, they hold on her for a bit, and the cops are looking at her and are like, what are you doing? We can't see the flashback. Ha ha ha. So funny. So funny. So funny. So funny. And let me tell you right now. That joke, if you thought that joke was funny, it's not even an original joke. It's stolen from Paradise PD. Oh, what's that? You don't know what Paradise PD is? It's a Family Guy clone. That's what it is. Look up Paradise PD, look up a review on that, see how terrible that is, and know that this show ripped off that show. That is the level we are on. There's another bit. Okay, another show they ripped off is Hoops. Look up the show Hoops. Look up a review on that show. See how terrible that show is. They ripped off a bit from there where characters like, okay, now let's get to business, and then oh, something's going on in the background to pause them, get in their way. Oh, hold on, somebody's flushing a toilet back there. We gotta wait for a bit. Okay, I think they're done. Oh, okay, they're done now. All right, now let's get to business. So funny, so funny. They ripped off Paradise PD and Hoops. Those two shows suck, and you're ripping those two off. Buddy. There's bad writing. There is like bad stuff, and then there's this. This is so bad. It hurts me. It hurts me to look at this stuff, man. I don't even understand how this could happen. How this show could really exist. The executive signed off. So many people agreed. Like, how? How can it be this bad? So embarrassing. Oh, and of course, yeah. Another joke they stole from Paradise PD. Oh, one of the characters has a deformed penis. He has a very small penis. It's so funny, because they have a small penis. Small penises are the best jokes ever. And then, of course, the best joke of all time. They ripped it off here, yep. Hey, I don't put on a fake face for other people. Oh, hey, girl. Girl. Yeah, I hate that bitch. So funny, so funny. And then the opposite happens. Hey, I don't do this. Does that. Oh, so funny. So funny. I want to make it clear here. I want to make this clear, man. There's bad stuff. There's bad stuff out there. You try to be funny, and you fail to be funny. There's that stuff, and then there's this show. This show was so bad, so unfunny, so obnoxious, and yet it just tried again and again and again. It's basically just one joke over and over and over again, and it just keeps insisting how funny it is again and again. And it's clear here, it was never funny the first time, and yet it just keeps insisting. The only good thing I can say about the show, the only good thing I can say about this show is that it makes me actually appreciate my dog more, because the sound of my dog barking at me non-stop while eating, that is music to my ears now compared to listening to this show. It was that horrible. Oh, and there was one more thing. I didn't write it down, but I did want to say it. There's a line. It's also in the trailer, if you've seen that, and it's a line in one of the first 2 episodes. I don't remember which episode it is. I don't fucking care. But Velma says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a drunk who's losing custody while trying to solve a murder," or I don't even know how they phrased it. It was like, "I'm sorry, I'm not a drunk who's losing custody of their kid like all other women trying to solve mysteries out there." I don't get the joke, makes no fucking sense. And the only thing I could think to that, I thought I was being kind of funny when I watched the show and said this out loud. I paused it at that moment and was like, oh yeah, if I had a nickel for every time, a woman trying to solve a murder mystery was drunk and losing custody, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd be dirt fucking poor! What does that mean? Stupid show. Horrible. Hate it. Don't watch it. It's god-awful. Worst thing I've ever seen. By God. If you just wanted to make Scooby-Doo porn, you could have just made Scooby-Doo porn. Wow. I'll admit this, man. Blue Balls was atrocious. Blue Balls is gone. We're never doing that. It's in the trash. It's gone. That was a mistake. But by God, Blue Balls looks like a fucking masterpiece compared to this. It looks like the Mona Lisa compared to this. Oh my God. Hey, yeah, I'm back. Oh, just one last thing I wanted to say too. I filmed everything, and just one last thing. I've been thinking about the show, and one last thing I want to say to it. It also has the dumbest plot writing ever. So they literally, I just want to talk about this real quick. They literally establish that Velma is afraid to solve mysteries because her solving mystery as a child led to her mother's death, and she feels guilt and has these illusions because of that. She has these fever dreams because of that. Okay, so they establish that. That's a thing. Then they retcon it, and just, number one, they retcon, oh, she might not be dead. She's just missing. She might not be dead. They retcon that. And then they also retcon the fact that her mystery solving was the cause of it in the first place. She just hated her. Velma's mother just hated her and wanted to leave, and that's why she disappeared. Very dumb stuff, but then they retcon it again and have the illusions come back for no reason, even though, like, she seemingly wouldn't be afraid to go mystery solving again because it wasn't that caused her mother to disappear. Nope, she still has them, and then Norville tells her some jokes. He doesn't actually tell her jokes, he literally just hits on her and she thinks it's a joke. So stupid. But yeah, and then that helps her get past the visions. So then she doesn't have any visions anymore. Except, just kidding, they retcon it again and bring back her visions. Even though, once again, there's no reason for to have these visions, and they already solved it, and they said it was over, and then they brought it back again, and then Daphne kisses her, and then the visions are gone again. So I kid you not. They established it, then they retconned it, then they retconned it again, then they got rid of it, then they brought it back, then they got rid of it again! In 2 episodes, they did all of that. Worst writing ever. But yeah, that's just... I'm so done with this show. I'm not making another video on this. Fuck this show, it's over. Everyone watching this, celebrate that you aren't watching this show. Enjoy every second of your life not watching this show. Congratulations. Happy not watching this show day. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright. Make McChickens, not war, and don't make shit like that show. For the love of God. Thanks, everybody. Happy not watching that show day.